Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for joining me. This is RJ's Cave. And this time, guys, we're talking Floyd Rose. All right, we're going to get right into it too, guys, because if you're a beginner and you got a guitar with a Floyd Rose, you need a little bit of catching up. So, we're going to do that. We're going to start right out the gate, guys, with the Allen keys. You're going to need the two Allen keys that come with either the guitar or the tremolo that you bought. All right, if you bought a guitar that comes with a Floyd Rose, you get two of these. If you bought a tremolo to put in your guitar, it'll come with two of these. These are the 2.5 and the 3mm Allen keys. All right, these will adjust everything on a Floyd Rose tremolo. So do not lose them, okay? Now, first part, we're going to get one thing out of the way. It's the smallest part of the tremolo. That's the nut. It's way up here, all right? Now, if you take a good look at that nut, you can see that it's actually a metal channel and 3 metal claws held to get down, each held down with one Allen screw. All right, and the Allen screws in this one are black. When you're changing strings, you loosen those up. When you put a new string on, you tune it up, and then when you get it to pitch, you lock it down, and then from there you adjust from here. You fine tune with the tuners down here. We're going to get into doing that in another video when I do a string change, okay? Before we get too deep on this side, I want to go back to the back. Boom, boom. I want to show you a couple of things in here. Now, you see that little circle in here? All right. That is 1/2 of this piece right here. This is where you put your bar, okay? If you thread your bar into this all the way, you make it tight, and this screw on the other side of this is tight. When you use the bar, you're going to loosen up the screw on the other side, just a little bit. And then after using it over and over again, it's going to become really, really loose. And you're going to be wondering why it's getting really loose, because it's tight on this end, right? The collar on this is tight on the ring here. So you're like, what the heck? Well, you have to tighten this here. All right, I actually have made a video just for this. You can also check that video. I'll put a link in the description at the end of this one, so you can click on that and check that one out, so you know how to do exactly that procedure. All right. Now that we've done that, this tremolo has something in common with the standard Fender style 6-point tremolo system, the standard one with the 6 screws. It uses a claw. That claw is screwed into the body with 2 screws. This is also how you adjust tension on the tremolo. On this one, it is a balancing act between the tension on the strings and the tension on the springs, keeping the bridge level. All right, once that's been achieved, it's easy to maintain. So by the time you get the guitar, it should be fine. All right, so don't worry about that too much. Just follow, when I make the string changing video for this, follow those directions and it'll be easy. All right. For now, do not ever move those screws all the way into your body. All right. What happens is that over time, by putting the screws in and out, you wear a channel into the place where the screw is. The tension that the screw is under will pull that thing right out of the body. All right, at some point. So you don't want to keep doing that. This is something that can happen in any guitar, but normally if you just use it to adjust and set it up and then leave it alone, you'll be fine. If you change string thicknesses later on and you find a need to adjust it, that's fine too. But don't keep playing around with it, and don't ever put those screws all the way into the body. Okay? Just don't. That's very, very, very important. Okay? Now that rant is over, you see how this claw also has a welded spot on it. That's a ground wire. All right, so from the electronics cavity. So make sure that that's always there. This particular tremolo has 4 springs holding the bridge plate level on the steel block. All right, that's what a good block looks like. When you take a look at your inexpensive Squire Strat, the Infinity Strat, the Bullet Strat, you'll see that the metal that they use there is very, very different. It's a pot metal, not very good stuff. Over time it breaks. This is what a good one looks like, so you can get an idea what you should be getting in your guitars. All right, and that's basically that for the back, okay? So now we're gonna go to the front. Okay, now again, this is where the collar is. This is where the bar goes. Okay, you see that these have screws here. These are Allen keys. These are for the 2.5 millimeter Allen key, and that is how you adjust the intonation on these bridges. You loosen those up and they slide back and forth, and that is how you move them. All right, so that you can intonate the guitar. So don't lose the 2.5 millimeter Allen key, excuse me. If you also take a look in here, you'll see that inside of these saddles there's a black block. The black block is pushed by these screws up against the string, keeping the string in place. That's how this works. All right, in order to do that, you need to cut the ball end off the string and put the string in there bare. All right, this is something that we'll go over in the Floyd Rose string changing video I'm going to do the next time this guitar needs a string change. All right, shouldn't be too long. All right, but that's something you're going to need to know about. Also, these are the fine tuners. I may have mentioned that before. If I did, I apologize for repeating myself. These are the fine tuners. Once you lock the strings in place up here, the tuners are no longer useful. So you need to be able to fine tune from here. And at this point, you're not going to need to make huge adjustments with your tremolo or with your tuners or anything like. Or you should be staying relatively close to being in pitch. So the fine tuners will be able to take care of everything you need. All right. So now the only other thing I can tell you right now is that this is a two-way setup. What I mean by two-way setup is that the tremolo doesn't sit on the body. It actually can fall into the cavity, and that's something that sets it apart, right? This is why you can pull the bar up or you can push it down. All right. So when you're changing strings, you're going to need to keep that in mind. All right. But we're going to go over that when we do a string change. All right. For now, this is a Floyd Rose tremolo. All right. Don't have to be afraid of it. It's actually a pretty cool thing. It just takes 1 or 2 little steps that you don't see on other tremolos. Once you accept that you got to do those things and you learn how to do them, it's not a big deal. All right. So now that we've done that, don't forget, guys, when we are on this music quest, it really is a bit of a magic quest, right? So go out there, get motivated, learn how to make music, because when you're making music, you really are making magic. You can change someone's day like that, right? So, and the world needs more magic in it, so please, definitely go out there, get motivated, do something. Learn how to make music so you can make magic, okay? And if you want to see more about this guitar, I have the review. Click here for the review. Click here for the other video that I have so far on this tremolo about how to adjust the collar for the bar, okay? You can find them both here and here. Also, right now, not for much longer though, if you click over here, you're going to go to a video about how to win free guitar lessons. All right, 3 months of free guitar lessons. So, and if you click any of them, including the subscribe button, you're going to help feed a guitar player. All right, that being me. Also, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notify, all that stuff, guys. Share, comments, all that. Thank you very much, guys. This has been RJ's Cave. I'll see you next time. Later.